Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel once again. I remain your friend, your brother James Dominic. And of course today I'm here again to bring you some things you need to know, some tips you need to know concerning your Jamb UTME 2025. Sit with me as I unfold what you need to know for your success. But before I proceed, please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly do so. Click on that red button, that red subscription button, and turn on your notification bell so that each time I publish a video like this, you'll be able to get notified and then you come to watch and learn. Okay? So let's dive into what we have for the day, the business of the day. Now, this is a very critical moment in the life of every student. I mean to say that in the life of every student who is preparing for Jamb UTME 2025, this is one of the most critical time. Why do I say it's one of the most critical time? Because as at the time of shooting this video, Jamb UTME 2025 is less than a month. And this is one of the time that students get confused the most because they feel exam is approaching, they have a lot to cover, they have not covered, and then at the end of everything, they will end up not achieving anything. But the good news is, I'm here to give you some tips that will help you to stay focused, stay dedicated, stay committed until you're able to achieve what you want at the end. Now, one of the tips that's going to help you achieve success in this exam at this time, so that you will not be confused on what to do. If you have not been studying with timetable, this time is the time for you to begin to study with timetable. Yes, very important and expedient. Now, one of the things that timetable does is it guides us on what to do at a particular time. So, if you have a timetable, like let's know, for instance, if you are going to take chemistry, physics, biology, English, and you have a timetable that is covering the whole of the 4 subjects, then you plan the timetable in such a way that okay, today is Monday or Sunday or whatever. Okay, from so hour to so hour, I'm going to be studying mathematics, as the case may be. Now, from so hour to another hour, I'm going to be studying chemistry. From this to this hour, I'm going to be studying physics, and then from this to this, I'm going to be studying English. You see that maybe in 12 hours, you're able to cover 4 subjects in 12 hours. That is the beauty of timetable. But in a scenario where you don't work with timetable, before you be able to touch, maybe you are touching mathematics today, and then you are still on that mathematics. Maybe you move to another subject. Then if you drop that mathematics, before you will come back to the mathematics again, maybe it may take like 3 to 4 days. And then if you continue like this, you are not going to head anywhere. That is the truth. So plan your timetable in such a way that it's going to be favorable to all the 4 subjects you'll be taking your Jamb UTME at this time. So that if possible, this is one thing I want to recommend to you. Now do it in such a way that you're able to go cover all your 4 subjects in a day. The target is to study wide, and not just to study wide, but to be able to know what you are studying. So if you can do it in such a way that you cover all your 4 subjects in a day, you know how much you can study, how long you can study. I mean to say, you know how much, how long you can study. You know how long you can study, okay? So, if you're able to cover your 4 subjects in a day, and then this continues for the rest of the 20-something days to Jamb UTME, you have nothing to fear. It might be that even what you plan to study, your syllabus, you might cover it maybe at the middle of the week if you are very, serious with your studies, and you still come back to do revision again on it. So timetable will be able to guide you on what to do at a particular time. Not this one that you have been studying. If you touch mathematics today, before you come back to touch mathematics again, is next week. It's not going to help you. Okay. Then another thing is, the second tip that is also going to be very helpful for you at this time is work with past questions now. Yes, you have been studying. This is the time for you to begin to test yourself on past questions. And not just work with past questions like as if you are reading. You don't read past questions, you study past questions. I know most people say Jamb UTME doesn't repeat past questions, but as part of my guide and my principle, I consider it that studying past questions is part of preparation for any exam you are going for. Be it that they are used to repeating past questions or not, past question is part of preparation for any exam. Now, one of the joy of studying past question is that they may not be able to repeat word to word what you are studying in that past question, but they might change a figure, a sentence, and it is the same thing they are talking about. If you have idea what that question is saying from that past question, and you see it in your exam, you will be able to tackle it. And then, if you also study past questions, not read, study past questions. If you study past questions, you'll be able to see some explanation to some certain things. And maybe from that explanation, that is where they are going to what? Coin the question from in that particular question in the subsequent exam. So past question has so many advantages. So at this time, study past questions also. If you study a particular topic, go to past question, and that is why the number 3 tip also is going to be that you get used to what using CBT app, because in the CBT app it is structured exactly like the way Jamb is being structured. So that is what you are going to use to test yourself. And in the there are some CBT app that has been upgraded to the point that you can actually search a topic, questions from a particular topic that you must have studied, and then you see questions pop up from that topic, and then you test yourself. You can challenge yourself. You can study 4 different you can study 4 different subjects for a particular year, and you see how much you're able to perform, how much you are able to perform. So there is so much advantage to using of past questions at this particular time. I've said 3 things. I say plan timetable. That is one of the most important thing now. All right. Number 2, study what? Past questions. Then number 3, make use of CBT app. It's going to help you a lot. And then the last thing I would like to talk about at this time is this is not time for you to be everywhere. This is time for you to sit yourself down. Tell yourself, this is the last time I'm going to be studying for this exam. I don't want to come back to write it again. Just give yourself the benefit of this few days ahead of you and be focused. Put everything on hold. You have all the time. You will have all the time after this exam. So put everything on hold. Put everything on hold now. Don't look elsewhere. Your focus should be that I want to pass this exam and pass it once and for all. So, friends, anything that could be a distraction to you, put them aside. After the exam, you have time for all those things. Set priority. Set your priority right now. The passing of this exam should be your priority now. The passing of the exam should be your what? Priority now. So don't go and fumble again. Tell yourself, I have been fumbling. I have been fumbling. This is time for me to get it right. All right. So do these tips, and I see and follow these tips and see how it's going to be of help to you. And also, um, I look forward to your review and then your testimonies at the end of everything. Ensure you drop your comment after your exam. Ensure you come at least to see, so that the world will be able to see that yes, what I'm giving to you, is helping you. Okay. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that let's grow together, okay? And then share the video to other of your friends who are also preparing for this exam, to your class group, and then so that we will learn and then grow together. I am James Dominic. I am wishing for your success. Let's wait for your testimony. Thank you for joining me, and then I wish you success in your exams preparation. Bye for now. Till I come your way again. Thank you.